Take this honor to welcome all the dignitaries to this full-day program organized by ICSI EIRC
jointly with Jangipur College.
Now, I would like to request CS Anuj Saraswat Sir, Chairman of the ICSI EIRC, to escort the guest of honor and the Principal of Jangipur College.
Let's give them a warm welcome.
A very warm welcome to all the dignitaries, respected speakers, and esteemed guests, faculty members, and esteemed delegates. On behalf of the Institute of Company Secretaries of India, EIRC, I feel truly honored to welcome you all to this full-day seminar on the theme Sarvodaya, Prosperity for All, Progress Beyond Borders. Today's seminar brings together brilliant minds and experienced professionals to share valuable insights on the topic that truly matters in today's dynamic world. From mental well-being and transparency to accountability and governance.
As we embark on this day of learning and reflection, let's remind ourselves that Sarvodaya stands for collective growth and inclusive progress, values that perfectly align with the vision of ICSI. To commence this enlightening session, we now invite everyone to please rise and join us for the ICSI motto song.
उम्मीद के अंबर में हम बक्के खिले जो रोशनी कह देंगे हम संसार को कोई लक्ष्य नामुमकिन नहीं ज्ञान के और न्याय के हर राह को थामे हुए चल पड़े हैं झूम कर बस गीतिए गाते हुए सत्यम वद धर्मम चर सत्यम वद धर्मम चर सत्यम वद Company Secretary. कदमों की हर एक गूंज में बस जीत का एहसास हो, राष्ट्र प्रगति पथ पे हो और आत्मबल की आस हो। जब बीच में इस भाव से खुलते हैं रास्ते, आवाज हमने दिल से दी है जीत ये गाते हुए सत्यम वद धर्मम चर सत्यम वद धर्मम चर सत्यम वद धर्मम चर हर उन्नति के रंग में हर भारतीय हाथ हो उद्यम हो या उद्योग हो हर ओर अपना साथ हो ज्यादा शिखर तक है हमें सच की कलाई थाम कर हम जीत के सुर छेड़ेंगे जीत ये गाते हुए सत्यम वद धर्मम चर सत्यम वद धर्मम चर सत्यम वद धर्मम चर
Thank you everyone for standing together in the spirit of the ICSI motto. Please be seated as we move forward with our program. I now take the privilege of inviting our chairman of EIRC, CS Anuj Saraswat sir, to kindly address the gathering and share his words of wisdom. Let's welcome him with a huge round of applause.
Thank you, Khushbu. Good morning, everyone. We just have 2 minutes before we converge into afternoon. The guests, Prof.MAM Sameem from Sri Lanka, and definitely the principal madam. Principal madam was very kind enough to have a joint program when we had a teachers conference just months back in this campus when she first came to ICSI EIRC. So can we have a huge round of applause for her? The theme for the program rightly speaks about Sarvodaya, prosperity for all, and progress beyond barriers. And that's the reason why we all are here, because when we talk about prosperity, when we talk about progress alone in a single state, progress alone in a single country is not enough. Progress has to be a nation's progress. Progress has to be a global progress. With ICSI spreading its global footprints, not just in India but also abroad, we also have to think about having our footprints all throughout. The theme for the program rightly speaks about Sarvodaya, the rise. When we are here today and when Prime Minister Narendra Modi speaks about inclusive growth as we are going towards 2047, when we will be celebrating 100 years of independence, he's talking about India as a developed country, India as a superpower, and India as a country who must have inclusive growth and progress. And when we talk about progress, progress cannot be one person's progress. Progress has to be an inclusive one. And that's why we had these two beautiful students who were taking care of this inaugural program. Generally, this is not a common scenario in the members program. Members ही आते हैं, members ही पूरे प्रोग्राम का संचालन करते हैं. But हमने सोचा कि अगर ग्रोथ होनी चाहिए, तो वो एक इंस्टीट्यूशन, एक संस्था की ग्रोथ जब भी होती है, तो वो स्टूडेंट से होती है. तो students should get equal and ample opportunities to steer ICSI because they are the torch bearers. When we talk about growth, growth doesn't mean the growth of any profession. Growth means growth of students, growth of a profession, growth of an institution. And when our professors are here, when our teachers, when principals are here, and when the professionals are here, we have a 360-degree approach towards this prosperity, towards this growth. I would also like to acknowledge the presence of past chairmen, CS S.N. Gupta sir, CS Bajoria sir, our senior members, Santi Jain sir, although I call him a senior member, but I consider him as a very young member, and all the members and students who have joined here in this full day program. Talking on the programs ahead, we will be having a joint program in the month of November. We'll be having a state conference in the month of November. We'll be having a PCS conference in the month of December, and then a members program in the month of Jan, followed by Yuvotsav, which is going to, for the students, which is going to be held not in Calcutta this year, but in Chennai. And then on 18th, we'll be having a student conference or a student fest for the students in this campus. So I would like to brief you about the ICSI and its organizational structure. Like I said, we have a headquarters at New Delhi. We have 4 branches. We have 4 regional offices. Calcutta is one of the regional office of Eastern India. We have 4 CCGRT, the Center for Research and Training. We have 73 branches, and we have various study centers. So this is the hierarchy through which we operate. I am the chairman for this year, and we are the elected representatives from the East. And these are the members and the students who generally comes here for their development, for their growth. So this was all about the future perspective of ICSI. Since we are already too late, so I would like to just end with a few words that when we work for ourselves, we achieve success. When we work for others, we achieve significance. but when we work for all, we achieve Sarvodaya. And that's the theme of this program, Sarvodaya. We need to work for others and we need to work as an inclusive growth. मुझे बॉर्डर मूवी का एक डायलॉग याद आ रहा है, हम ही हम हैं तो क्या हम हैं, तुम ही तुम हो तो क्या तुम हो. So let's have a collective approach towards life, towards profession and towards this journey, and then we can have then we can all achieve this Sarvodaya of what we are talking. We'll start with a mental health program. Prof.MAM will be having a deliberation, like we all must have heard that yesterday was World Mental Health Day. And after COVID, mental health is going haywards. We every other day हमको सुनने में आ रहा है some of the other reasons we are suffering, and we are suffering in silence because this is something we don't speak. It's a day when we need to come out of our comfort zone. We need to talk out loud about the mental health which we are suffering, and that was the reason why we have chosen this session in this World Mental Health Week. So, like I was talking with Professor Sir, so Sir is here in India since last 7 or 10 days, and he has been deliberating on various topics, and right after here, he will be again deliberating on the World Mental Health Week in a different forum, and then tonight he'll be leaving for Sri Lanka. So, sir, thank you so much for being a part of this program and for sparing your valuable time. And thanks to ma'am for having a joint collaboration with Jangipur College. And we would definitely, ICSI, EIRO would definitely love to come to your campus and have a joint program at your premises very soon, like ma'am has said. So it's a good collaboration, it's a good move from Jangipur College, and I would like to welcome all of you for some more informative ideas, and definitely when sir ends his session, मैं चाहूँगा कि आप लोग की तरफ से भी कुछ question answers अगर हों तो we can definitely have a discussion on that. So nothing else. Thank you so much for joining us for this full day program. Sarvodaya, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai ICSI. Thank you.
Thank you, CS Anuj Saraswat sir, for sharing your valuable insights with us on theme Sarvodaya. It is now my pleasure to invite Dr. Prarthita Vishwas ma'am, the esteemed principal of Jangipur College, to deliver the theme address. Let's give her a huge round of applause.
So, good afternoon one and all, and good day. Thanks to Mansi, the beautiful lady who was actually moderating, and as Chairman sir has rightly said that they are the future generation, so a huge round of applause for them for moderating. Because in my experience, I have never seen that moderators get the applause in due course of time. So I always acknowledge them at first. So first of all, good morning and good day. Because we are starting the day, that's why good morning from my end. And respected dignitaries, ICSI, Team EIRO, then I would like to thank Chairman Sir, Regional Director Sir, Aritra for organizing, and the whole team EIRO of the ICSI, and also the members who are present here of the ICSI. At the same time, the faculty members, students, friends who are present. Today's topic is managing mental health and the need for psychological counseling in a stressful world. Now, it gives me immense pleasure to inaugurate today's session, and I have been very thankful that I have given this honor to inaugurate today's session. And on this topic, this could not be more timely or more relevant. Now, in our modern world where every individual is striving to meet expectations and deadlines, stress has quietly become a part of our daily life. Whether it is a student anxious about examinations, you all know very well the pressure, a teacher or a faculty member or anyone who is a part of an institution managing multiple responsibilities, I would mainly like to focus on administrative dignitaries like here, all who are present, including all who are administrative dignitaries of our college. They are having multiple responsibilities. Or a professional balancing work with family, mental strength is something we all experience. So yet we rarely talk about it openly. For too long, mental health has been treated as a secondary concern. It is basically a primary concern, but we treat it as a secondary concern. But we now understand that true well-being is not just about physical health. It is equally about emotional and psychological balance. A sound mind is the base on which all learning, creativity, and personal growth we stand in all those factors. Psychological counseling is an essential part of that balance. We have to maintain that balance. It helps individuals express their feelings, understand their emotions, and develop healthy ways to cope with challenges. Well, I will not take too long. I don't take too long in my speeches because Professor Sameem will be elaborating all these things. So, as educators and institution heads and all the members, we have a duty to create environments where students feel supported, not judged. So, where mental health is spoken about with empathy and not with sympathy. Let us encourage our young minds, because I see a lot of young minds here. And sir is encouraging the young minds in Jangipur College. We encourage also. So it is a very similar forum like this. We reach out, we talk, and we know that we need to give them help in whatever ways possible and available for us. I am sure that ICSI team EIRO, they are also doing the same with the students. I sincerely thank the organizers, the ICSI team EIRO for choosing such a meaningful theme and for collaborating with us and bringing together. I have been given the permission, of course, by you all, by ICSI. So I am thankful that Prof.MAM Sameem is there because of your permission and because of your cooperation and support. And he will guide us in brainstorming and understanding this vital aspect of human well-being. May today's session spark awareness, compassion, and action, helping us to build a healthier, kinder, and more resilient community. And I welcome all of you at Jangipur College. Especially, we are in the 2025. We see that you can see that there is a logo. We are celebrating the 75 years of our college. The college was founded in 1950. From our part, Dr.Chumki Chowdhury, she is the head of the department of the assistant professor of the Department of Botany, and Mr. Amit Kumar Dhali, he is the head of the Department of the Commerce. They both are present. Okay. And we all welcome from our part to Jangipur College. We will be celebrating, the celebrations has already began. This is one of the celebrations, joint celebrations with ICSI, and our grand celebration is on the December middle week, where we will all invite you to Jangipur College. At the same time, we are planning to have a program in the month of November where we will duly invite and we will do the necessary things. So thank you. I wish this program a great success. Thank you one and all. Namaskar. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Dr. Prathartha Vishwas, for your enlightening address. We would now like to invite Professor MAM Sameem, a distinguished faculty member of SEUSL. He is a consultant, teacher, trainer, mentor, counselor, motivational speaker, administrator, and researcher. He is also a school counselor, licensed NLP coach, and play therapist, and certified soft skill trainer with over 25 years of experience. To share his insights with us, I would like to welcome Professor MAM Sameem. Please join me to welcome Professor MAM Sameem with a huge round of applause.
Chairman ICSI, Madam Dr. Pratibha Biswas, senior members of ICSI, and ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It gives me great pleasure to address this important gathering on managing mental health and the need for psychological counseling in a stressful world. Actually, I have seen your theme for this. Prosperity for all and progress beyond borders. Really, it is a very impressive theme that you are trying to do it. Then, we live in a time of constant change, fast-paced, demanding, and often overwhelming. From academic and professional pressures and workplace competition to family responsibilities and global uncertainties, stress has become a silent companion in our daily lives. Yet, while we readily seek medical help for physical pain, we often hesitate to acknowledge emotional pain or mental exhaustion. Today, discussion reminds us that mental health is not a luxury, it is a necessity. I would like to repeat it again. The mental health is not a luxury, it is a necessity in this modern 21st century. It is a foundation for productivity, creativity, and meaningful relationship. Without mental well-being, no amount of success or achievement can truly satisfy our sustenance, because now we are professionals, managers, professionals, accountants. Now, without this good mental health, we cannot proceed a good professional life. Psychological counseling plays a crucial role here. It provides a safe, non-judgmental space where people can process emotions, learn coping strategies, and regain balance. Now, Chairman was telling about individual development, then national development, and global development. When we develop our individual talents and skills, then only we can go towards the national and global development. Seeking help is not a sign of weakness, it is a sign of strength and self-awareness. I would like to highlight it again. Seeking help is not a sign of weakness. Some people think that seeking help for our day-to-day problem and challenges is a weakness. They don't like to share their feelings and their problems with others. No, it's a sign of strength and self-awareness. Now we need to think about self-awareness. We need to know. Later I will talk about how you can aware about yourself. We should know our strengths and weaknesses. What are our strengths? What are our weaknesses? When I ask my students, what are your strengths? Sometimes they talk about their strengths, but when I ask them their weaknesses, they are not ready to tell their weaknesses. They don't know their weaknesses. So I train them to do self-assessment. You might have that experience. Just go home, sit, write all your strengths, write all your weaknesses, and find out how you can make these challenges or weaknesses into strength. If we know that, I can't say you, if we know our weaknesses, then realizes that now I have this weakness, easily I can make it as strength. What are the strategies that you can put forward to make these weaknesses into strength? As we inaugurate this session, let us commit to breaking the silence around mental health. Let us normalize conversation about stress, anxiety, and depression. Because people now, as human, we have challenges. We have problems. Day to day we face many problems. Like, even family problems, even personal problems, your work stress, everything is there. So we should know how to manage that. If you don't manage it properly, then we will move into the stress situation. Then it will lead to some other unwanted illness and problems. So we should know how we have to manage that. And most importantly, let us ensure that care and counseling becomes as accessible and acceptable as another form of healthcare. Not only physical problems, but mental problem. Mental in the sense now, I don't like the mental problem or mental illness, but we can say stress or some other challenges, we can call it as challenges. It should be addressed. I extend my heartfelt thanks to all the organizers, experts and participants who have come together to address this vital issue. May today's session inspire empathy, awareness and addiction so that together we can build a world that not only values success but also support the well-being of every individual. Thank you very much once again for giving this opportunity and share my thoughts. Once again, I would like to highlight that, we have to think about individual development. Now, they said that, beyond the, your professional. Now, we have to think that how you can develop your professional career. I have to tell you one example. Recently, I lost my registration book of my vehicle. So, we need to get license, the same book. The book. I need the original copy to get the license. Renew the license. So my son used to come and tell me that. Then I used my influence and I talked to my students and they renew it without the book. This time when I wanted to come, for the last 3-4 years I have been doing this. When my son came and said that you are going out, it expires on 5th or 6th, why don't you do it? Then I was a little bit fresh, then I thought that yes. Where did I keep it? I thought that yes, it should be in this place. Straight away I went and spotted it and got it. Then my son asked me that, I have been asking this for the last 4 years, every year when you renew it, but you used to influence it, get everything done. How did you spot it? I said, whenever you asked, I was very busy and I did not have the mind to think about all those things. When you asked me, just I was a little bit fresh, then I thought that yes. Then you see, straight away I spotted that. Then I said, whenever you have free mind, whenever you are relaxed, you can remember everything, you can recall everything, you will be a perfect man. Therefore, whatever the stress, whatever the problems we have, we may have, as I told you earlier, we may have challenges as human beings, family problems. Everything must be there, surround us. So, you have to manage that. If we should know how to manage it, and we can maintain our mental health in a proper way, then easily you can succeed in your profession and career. Thank you very much for this opinion. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor MAM Sameem sir, for your valuable insights and time.
Now, I would request CS Anuj Saraswat sir to present the memento to our guest of honor for his valuable presence. I also request Shri Amit Kumar Ghoshal, Regional Director, to come on the dais.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Now, in continuation to the memento presentations, I request Principal Madam Jangipur College to collect the memento for this collaboration from the ICSI EIRC, and I request Chairman EIRC and Regional Director EIRO to present the memento on behalf of Eastern Region. I also request the professors present from Jangipur College to accompany Madam, please. Now, I request all the dignitaries on the dais, please stay on. As a thank you note from the Jangipur College, I am announcing on behalf of Madam. Madam is also Principal Madam of the Jangipur College, presenting a memento to ICSI EIRC to mark this collaboration, and I request Principal Madam with her team to hand over it to Chairman EIRC and ICSI EIRO Regional Director. Now I request Principal Madam to hand over the memento for these collaborations to ICSI IRC. Madam is also would like to present a token of appreciation or love from the college to Chairman EIRC. Also request ma'am to hand over the token of appreciations to Regional Directors of ICSI IIR.
I would request
Before Khushbu starts on to end this inaugural session, I would request our audience to please be here till the end of the program. We will also be having sessions by CS Ravi Verma and CS AK Lab, and then before we converge into festivities, we will also be having some small gift and a token of appreciation from ICSI EIRC for all the participants, for all the members who have joined. So please stay tuned for throughout the day for all the technical sessions also. Thank you. Please go.
I would request Shri Amit Kumar Ghoshal, Regional Director, ICSI EIRO, to please offer a formal vote of thanks.
Very good afternoon to all of you. Good afternoon to the dignitaries and DAS, members, esteemed members of the Institute. It gives me immense pleasure to stand in front of you, although it's just the beginning of the day session. It's very awkward to give the vote of thanks at this point of time, but it has been mandated that I have to give the vote of thanks for the inaugural session. First, I want to propose a vote of thanks to the Jangipur College for collaborating with ICSI for having a joint seminar at these premises. I was very much thankful to Principal Madam in person that when she was visiting our campus for the Teachers Conference last month, she was kind enough to accede our request that to hold a joint seminar. Although we wanted it to have at their premises, but she proposed that it is to be organized at first at ICSI, such a beautiful campus ICSI has in Kolkata. And this is the biggest and youngest campus of ICSI in across the country. And we are really proud of that, and we are very thankful to Ma'am and Jangipur College. Then Ma'am, while proposing this seminar, she was kind enough that she has already invited Prof.MAM Sameem from Sri Lankan University, who was traveling across India and delivering lectures on different topics across the country. Last, I think it was in Macau, and some time back he delivered in Aligarh Muslim University. Then we are very much thankful that he will be delivering a lecture on the very contemporary topic of mental health. Although we somehow being hesitant to talk about mental health because we think it really actually just pagal ho gaya koi. Really we become hesitant to even take help of a psychological counselor. Maybe due to the social stigma or the society which we live in, very hesitant to talk about the mental health. But in today's stressful world, you know that being emotionally in the right mood, it's always very important to progress individually or to progress personally. So I'm very much thankful that Prof.MAM Sam has accepted our request to be the keynote speaker for today's session. In absentia, I'm always thankful to Professor CS Ekelav and CS Ravi Verma. They are very active members of the institute, and always whenever we approach them, they never always accept our request to be the faculty for any sessions or any topics per se. And I propose my sincere vote of thanks to the members, to the students of the institute. I know in a Saturday morning it's very difficult for them to come to this all along from different parts of the cities to this part of the city, quite far from the main city area, but still they take the pain and come and join together in folks to make this event successful, because without their presence this seminar would have not been see the day light of the day. And I'm thankful to the full EIRO team. On the backdrop, they are working tirelessly, and they are working for last 7 days to make this event successful. I'm always equally thankful to Mohanram Goenka ji, that already chairman has conveyed you that few of the festivities will be distributed after this today's program. So some of the festivities gifts have been sponsored by our esteemed member, Mr. Mohanram Goenka. I'm really thankful to him, also in absentia. And I'm also thankful that to chairman of EIRC, that he was very enthusiastic to have this program conducted at EIRC. Initially I was quite skeptical because just after Durga Puja and Diwali is all around in the corner, I was not very sure that how many members will be join this program, but he was very enthusiastic. No, this program will be obviously getting a lot of response from our members. So we have been able to conduct or organize this program just because of his active support, and he has been always instrumental. He takes care of every nitty-gritties to conduct any such programs at EIRC. Thankful Chairman EIRC, CS Saraswat Ji. And I'm also thankful to CCGRT, that CCGRT, although it's a same institute, same organization, but basically this campus is owned by CCGRT. EIRC is somehow occupying their space. Anyhow, it is a institutional decision, but still CCGRT team always extends a very heartful and warmful attitude to EIRC to conduct any type of program, and they extend always their help. So I am really thankful to CCGRT also. So once again, thank you whole ICSI, EIRC and CCGRT team and all the members and students of the institute, and obviously the dignitaries on the dais. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. Now, I would request Prof.MAM Sameem and Dr. Prathirtha Vishwas, Principal, Jangipur College, to stay on the dais for panel 1 discussion. I would also request CS Harshita Advani to take over for the next technical session. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am CS Harshita Advani. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome you all to this very special panel discussion on theme Managing Mental Health and the Need for Psychological Counselling in a Stressful World. In a fast-paced and high-pressure environment, whether academic, corporate or personal, mental health has become more critical than ever before. Today, we are fortunate to have with us a group of thought leaders and educators who will share their valuable insights, experiences, and possible solutions to tackle these challenges. To start with this technical session, we already have Prof.MAM Sameem and Dr. Prathirtha Vishwas on dais. I would further request Sir Amit Kumar Dhali to come on dais, please. Please, sir. Please come on dais. So, I would like to give a brief introduction to our 3 panelists. I would start with Sir MAM Sameem. Sir MAM Sameem is a senior lecturer in English Department of English Language Teaching, Faculty of Arts and Culture, Southeastern University of Sri Lanka. He had served as the head Department of English Language Teaching, Director, Student Support Services and Welfare, and many administrative positions. He has 25 years of experience and now he is the coordinator of Industrial Training Unit, Faculty of Arts and Culture and UTIL Coordinator, Southeastern University of Sri Lanka. He has served as a keynote speaker in many international conferences and published more than 50 journal articles and co-authored 11 books. He has also received many international awards such as International Academic Excellence Award for Languages and Literature in 2020 and Excellence in Education and Allied Subjects in 2021, the Best Educator Award in 2021, Jawaharlal Nehru International Award in 2023 and APJ Abdul Kalam International Award in 2023. Now I would like to introduce our second panelist, Ma'am Dr. Prathirtha Vishwas. She is a principal of Jangipur College. She is a distinguished scholar, teacher and an educator and an author in the field of education. She has more than 18 years of experience in teaching, academic, administration and research and consultancy projects with Stockholm University, Stockholm and University Uttara, Malaysia. She was previously associated with Swami Vivekananda University, Barakpur, Kolkata as a professor and research coordinator in the Department of Education. Additionally, Ma'am has published more than 150 papers in national and international levels, more than 25 authored and edited books, 5 Indian patents, 2 copyrights to her credit. For this, she has been awarded by Patent Publication Unit, IGNU, in the World Intellectual Property Rights Day. I would also like to introduce our third panelist, Sir Amit Kumar Dhali. He is an assistant professor in the Department of Commerce, Jangipur College, with a strong background in youth development and academic counseling. I would request everyone to give a big round of applause for our 3 panelists. So I would like to request our sir to start with the panel discussion.
Good morning, everyone. I am Amit Kumar Dhali, Assistant Professor of Jangipur College. As you can see, I am the youngest professor of our college, and Madam and Sir is here. So I am a student more than a teacher here. So I would like to hand over the mic to Madam and Sir. Please.
the light. Okay, good morning to you all once again. Okay, let me talk about today about managing mental health and need of psychological counseling in a stressful world. Morning, Madam also was talking about the importance of mental health for professionals. We can say that there is no health without mental health. According to World Health Organization, physical health plus mental health is, you're going to be a good, healthier person. So, we all know that there is no health without mental health. Mental health is more than the absence of mental disorder. Mental disorder is something different. Mental health is something different. Okay? According to WHO, World Health Organization, mental health is a state of well-being in which an individual realizes his or her own abilities, can cope with the normal stress of life, can work productively, and it is able to make contribution to his or her community. You see, now we are telling that state of well-being in which individual realizes his or her own ability. We should realize our own ability. What are my abilities? What can I do? What are my strengths? I was talking about the morning, I was talking about, about our strengths and weaknesses. We should know who we are. Do self-assessment. This is what I always talk to my students. Do self-assessment. Think about yourself. What are my weaknesses? What are my strengths? How you can make these weaknesses into strength? Knowing about yourself, realizes our own abilities. Then can cope with normal stress of life. Every day as human being, I was talking in the morning. Every day as human being, we have our own problems. Family, community, personal, love, children, everywhere, even especially the workplace. Workplace we always as, we are from the developing countries. We have more stress and more problem. There are jealous, professional jealous, professional competence. With all of those things now we get stress sometimes. So we have to manage that normal stress of life. How you can cope up with it. How you can, come to normal. How you can manage it. I used to say that, yesterday I was talking about, take it easy policy. When Madam was morning, she was telling that. Take it easy policy. Whatever comes, this is for good. Whenever something happens, whenever we lose somebody, no problem. Just tell that it's for good. Think positively. Always you keep on think positively. Then only we can live in this world. We can do a very professional life. Then can work productively and is able to make contribution to his or community. Yes, we have to contribute. Now, as Chairman was telling, this is working, not only just we develop ourselves. When we develop ourselves, only then we can develop our institution, the nation, and global. Therefore, the mental health is state of well-being. Now, you know that, how we manage ourselves. Mental health is our ability to respond to challenges. Yes. That is what now I have been talking now. Now we have to, how our ability to respond to challenges. There must be challenge. How we are responding, how we are managing, how we are coping with that. Then, now we can say that there are risk factors and protective factors. What are the risk factors? Come on. Family history of substance use. There must be them. Favorable parental attitudes towards the behavior. Poor parental monitoring. Fear of substance use. Family rejection. Sexual orientation. Okay. gender identity, association with delinquent or subsequent use of peers. All these, low academic achievement, whenever they fail, there are common of suicides and things like that taking place. So, thus those risk factors, we have to reduce that, and we have to strengthen the productive factors, self-efficacy, we have to remove. Then, parental monitoring and support, parental disapproval of substance use, positive relationship, good grades. Those things might improve. You have to strengthen those things, and you can. Those two factors come really, you need to worry about it and you need to think about it. Therefore, now as I told you, productive factors and detractors, these things you have to consider. Then, mental health is a state of mind that allows you to endlessly cope with the challenges of life throws at you. This state of mind can at any time be eroded, and risk factors are supported by productive factors, as we discussed earlier. Determinants of mental health. Now, there are approaches to mental health and illness, biomedical, psychological, and social, you may aware of it. Then mental health and social work, crisis. Then you can talk about development and life situation, traumatic, difficult life situations, mental disorders, suicides. But when you say that the suicides, there are, because of all these mental, when you become mentally ill, or when you don't know how to manage this situation, then you become mentally ill. You should not lead to that. Now suicide. Nowadays, we are talking about AI, technology. Now morning someone was talking about, using AIs. You can use it. We can use AI in administrative work. It helps you. Then we have to use it like a pinch of salt. Why? Now, yesterday I was talking about an incident. This was a news item in the YouTube. I have watched that. A young child, he asked the ChatGPT, I like to commit suicide. How can I do it? Suggest some ways. It was suggesting, number one, you can hang, or you can take poison, or something like that. Suggestions. Now this boy again asked, okay, anyway, I like my parents, so shall I discuss with my parents? It suggests, don't discuss with your parents, then they will not allow you to suicide. Okay? Then he was chatting with this, finally he committed suicide without telling the parents. I'm talking about the reason, how these, AI and other, technologies might mislead the people. We should not depend on that. But we can use it like pinch of salt, like using calculators. Now, it is your administrative work, very easy. No need to sit and write and, editing and all. You give the facts, it creates a letter. So, you just edit and do the work, but you have to use it as pinch of salt. That's what I'm telling. So, you have to be very careful. Around 20% of the world's children and adolescents have mental disorders and problems. Do you agree with this? Yes. Some sort of mental illness, some sort of, mental disorders. These are the facts. Then mental and substance use disorders are the leading cause of disability worldwide. Yes. Nowadays, these drugs and all these, very, very dangerous. Now, in Sri Lanka recently they found that 50,000 kilograms of ice, because new government has found that. Why? Because they are going to have it as a hub, bring it from some other countries and distribute it. Now it becomes a business. So these things are very dangerous. And also these things really lead to mental health problems. About 800,000 people commit suicide every year. Yes. There are so many reasons. You might have heard of this. But anyway, we need to prevent that. Because most of these issues, I think 80 or 90% of this issue, the suicide cases are due to mental health issue. But I can say it's 100% is mental health issue, not other factors. But yeah, whatever it is now, when they when they just decide to commit suicide, that means there is mental health problem. If they don't know how to manage that, how to manage the life, how to manage simple problems, then that means there is a serious issue. So we need to think about it. We need to know how to manage ourselves, how to face challenges, how to face problems. Yes, sir.
Ask question.
Sure, sir.
As you said, that we have to control this drug abuse, etc. Now the problem is that the profiteers or money makers,
Yeah.
they are there to spread in the market,
Yeah.
and they lure the younger generation to come to their fold.
They trap them.
So how do the government or the others can check it?
Okay, it's a very difficult question you are asking. That's why we have been trying to do something. Even government, now our new government, now they have trapped people now, all these underworld. Now they have spotted people, and if the government thinks they can do it, that is number one. Number two, even the same things like medical, diabetes, other medical. But these companies are doing, they are making us more sick and sick again and again. There are some ways to control it, but they want to make it as like money makers are doing that. Anyway, as individuals, as professionals, we should know how we have to behave and how we have to educate our neighbors and our family and members and things like that.
Sir, the younger generation, they don't understand what is what.
Yes.
Now, we are mature so we can understand what is good, what is bad.
Yeah.
But the younger generation understand that that's only good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand, sir. But the problem is, when we are there's a different approach we can use it. When you brought up when you just talk to your community, your children, your grandchildren, your family, you have to guide them. That's how you have to educate them. We are not doing that. Most of the people are not. We are professionals and we are very busy, and we are not supporting our family. We are not supporting our community. You create that link with the community. Community link creates a lot of solution for the problems and challenges. That's my suggestion. I may be wrong, but anyway, what I used to do is we have to have a very good link with the community, with our family, with our community. Then through that we can fight against this. Even the institution-wise. We can have awareness programs. Even I heard that a researcher who wanted to test a drug to see how it works. Finish. That is the end. Even that is drug. We have to educate our kids. We should tell our kids how we have to, react to this. I have told my son, my kids, I have told them that, this is drug. Even sometimes, without knowing you, they might give you. You should be careful with that. You should not have a very good association with unknown people. You have to be very careful with your friends. Educating. When I have a very good quality time with my family, that's why I said, as professional, now we are professional, we don't have time to spend with our kids. That is the problem. We should have a quality time with our kids, with wife, family. We should have family gathering. You have to tell what is happening and how we should face these challenges. You have to tell them the good and bad. Even next week when I discuss with my members, I will tell about the ChatGPT. My son also now, he is using it for an example. It will not guide you, but it might help you in doing administration and other things. So we have to be careful. Very interesting questions, sir. But I don't have answer for this. What I can tell you is we should create a very good network, and we should have, then only we can educate those people. War and disasters have large impact on mental health. Yes, in Sri Lanka also we had war for the last 30-40 years. Now other countries now they are having it, and it really leads to mental health problem, then trauma now because of this war. And also disaster, like tsunami and other things. Now we had it. Then even people are homeless. Then they don't have food, and still now they are fighting. Therefore, they have many challenges and problems. Mental disorders are important risk factors for other diseases as well as unintentional and intentional injury, because very important factors now it is. Stigma and discrimination against patients and families prevent people from seeking mental health care. Yes, in hospitals. Another thing that now stigma and discrimination against patients and families. Now you see in some institution, when they have discrimination, they can contribute to the institution. The institution should make them happy. Whenever you discriminate them, then there will be problem. Then they will become ill. Human rights violation of people with mental and psychological disabilities are routinely reported in most countries. Yes, human rights violation. When their rights are violated, you can connect that with your institution as well. You are going to be managers. You are going to be leaders. Therefore, you should be very careful without impacting their human rights. And then globally, there is huge inequity in the distribution of skills, human resources for mental health. In the world, around the world, now we have challenges there. Finally, I would like to tell you that as professionals, we should develop our soft skills and social emotional skills. Then only you can cooperate with all your professional work and improve your professional work. Now, I am working on a research work. Recently, I developed a model for teachers where they should have the content knowledge, pedagogical knowledge, and technological knowledge, and also socio-emotional skills, soft skills and socio-emotional skills. Your professional skills alone is not going to work. Alone is going to help you in your profession. You might be a very brilliant, person who has a very 100% knowledgeable person in your field. But if you don't use it properly, then how you are going to impart this knowledge to others? You should know how to communicate with people. That's soft skills and socio-emotional skills. If you don't know how to communicate with your peers, your boss, communication, then you will be in trouble. Now, a couple of years back, I went to Indonesia for a mission sponsored by World Bank. So they wanted us to evaluate a program where they develop and introduce soft skills in a medical college. When I went there, then I asked the principal or the dean, why did you implement these soft skills? He said, people tell that you are not producing doctors, you are producing monsters. Because doctors, when they go out, they think that they have like some two horns, like bulls. They think that, yes, we are professional, we are doctors. They don't know how to talk to a patient, how to talk to other people. Then you should do that. Whatever the knowledge you have, if you can't present it perfectly, what is the use? Communication skills, presentation skills, time management actually. Now you have to think about your time, how to manage time. Time management, interpersonal skills, how to communicate, deal with others, personal skills. All those are, soft skills and socio-emotional skills. I am working on a model. All the professions should have soft skills and socio-emotional skills along with their professional skills, their subject matters. So once again, I humbly request you to develop your soft skills and social emotional skills, which might help you to develop your profession. If you want to be a good profession in the 21st century, you need all this. Along with that, soft skills. You have to do that. Thank you. Any questions, sir? Any question, please? Yes, ma'am.
Any suggestion from your side or any trick or something, some activity which we all can do while we are present somewhere else but we are thinking something else?
Yeah.
So this happens to everyone.
Yeah.
Young generation to mid to
Yeah.
upper level also. They're sitting somewhere else but they're thinking of something else.
Yeah.
So is there any activity we all can do so that it will all be helpful for us so that we can concentrate
Yes.
on where we are, that is more productive?
Yeah. There are hundreds of activities now you can do that, okay, to keep you engaged. That's why I said, you should allocate time for yourself. We don't do that. We are very busy with our professional work and we never allow time for us. Do exercise, okay, breathing exercises, pranayama, then yoga, all these, clear your mind and make you more happy. Then exercise. You can do everything. I am doing that, ma'am, to be honest. We are not doing that because no time for us. So we have to allocate time for us. And also now, there are therapies, music therapy, okay, laughter therapy. Have you heard of laugh therapy? Yes. Now, there are but you can do it, get together. Even when you associate with your society, with your family, half the problem solved. We never spend time with our children. They are somewhere, even stop using our mobile phone for some time.
Mobile phone is the
Biggest problem. What we are doing is now, when all three people together in a dining room, we are chatting and sending messages, we are doing all these things. So stop everything. Now I have seen a video, when the boy and girl come for dinner, mother says, look, keep your phone there, in a bucket, keep it. Then only food, keep it. Then they sit and talk. That is a good time. You can talk about their problems and challenges, what happened in school, college, or workplace. You can create some jobs with the family members, something happened. Okay? Even I am sending, when I am here, I had this paratha, lacha paratha. Yes, I sent a photograph. Why? In my family group. I am just sending, my family group, my wife, we have different groups. My wife and my two sons and myself, all four. I update that. Yes, we are traveling with ma'am. I sent a photo. So, connect with the people. Then they will send what they are doing. Yesterday I had lacha paratha or some paratha kind of thing. My son is sending. So sometimes you all think that, you should not disturb the people because they are busy, not need to disturb. But there should be a time, not the office time. Other time, allocate time for your family, for yourself, to be healthy. Eat healthy foods. Then only you can focus on your work. When you are relaxed, then when you have, when your brain is, as I told you, is free, and when you are relaxed, easily you can focus on work. For school kids now, we used to tell that more than 20 minutes, they can't work continuously. You have to make a break and do that. Because you have temporary memory to permanent memory, then whenever you recall, again and again only, you remember here. So when you keep your brain free of stress and other things, then it is. So work is work. In foreign countries, Sundays and Sundays free for them. They never do anything. Now we used to do extra work, overtime, then only we can earn and to get financial benefit. Now we do that. Even as academics, I do the same thing. No time for other things, and so we used to do that. No. Yet in foreign countries, in Western countries, they stop all those work from on Saturdays and Sundays. They enjoy whatever they earn. Go to parties, clubs, and everywhere, and they enjoy it. Annual trip. How many of you are going on annual trip? Sometimes we never think about it. Okay? They go on annual trips because they have to enjoy, they have to free themselves. So we have to allocate good time. Even you can think about different activities, watch movie. Even you can. My son used to say that today I'm going to watch a movie. Okay, fine. He's in different place. Hostel like, relative place. He said, you open, very openly talk with your family members. Then they will share their problem. That I have a problem today. Why? This something happened. You advise them. Sometimes they don't reach parents because when you tell them, you keep on shouting, oh, why did you do this? No, don't do that. Be friendly with them. Then you will be all right.
But it will be a solution if I say everybody after coming home, there should be any strict guidelines in the home also that after this time there will be no mobile usage.
Not very strict guidelines.
Either for the young generation or the middle. Because what's happening is mobile phone, the purpose was to connect with people. But nowadays, because of mobile phone, we are non-connected.
Too much connected.
No, we are connected with too many people,
Yeah.
but not with close ones.
Okay. Yes.
Associated with close ones.
Well, now we have thousands of Facebook friends, but we don't have very close friends here.
Yeah.
We don't have real friends.
The husband is not talking to their wife.
Yeah.
The parents are not talking to the kids. The kids are not talking to the parents. But they all are socially there. There are so
Yeah,
many
correct.
followers.
Well connected, yeah.
But there are no connection in their home.
Then, tell me, ma'am, can you just implement that at home?
There should be something at the home level that this is the discipline of the house that after coming home, there should be no mobile.
Don't impose any, very good, strict regulation. You have to tell, okay, now we have to be very frank, we have to be very happy, so we should do it. First, you throw the phone. Say, I don't get to use it. Tell your husband, keep it.
That is correct way to
Yes.
check.
It depends on the situation. Now, my one son is in different place, the other son is my friend. We are in different places. So, we are connected through WhatsApp and these things. We used to have, every day, we used to have WhatsApp call, group call.
But now I've seen, sir, even 5 years kids, he or she talking to her father. Father is scrolling at the kite.
That is bad.
Is
That's bad.
telling her school story, her friend's story, and he is just scrolling.
They don't listen.
Yes, I'm listening. I'm listening to her. This is
That's
what I'm
bad.
listening. If you are doing this, that thing will happen to you.
Yes. But anyway, normally I don't do that because I give them quality time sometimes. I say, okay, keep everything. I used to call them to sit together and eat. That is another problem. People say, you may be hungry, but you have to wait for your kids. When they are out or something like that, sit together, then only you can share good and bad. Then only they will come out. Some people, they don't come out with their real problem, others will shout sometimes. Sometimes when they tell good stories, okay, yes, I am listening. You tell. No. Therefore, you connect yourself first, then convince your husband. Okay, we have to give good time and things like that, good and bad. Then he will also. Otherwise, he shout at you. Not in front of the children. You tell them we should give quality time for the kids. Then, otherwise they will ask everything from ChatGPT and other AI tools, and they will do unwanted things and things like that. Then you have to tell them. Sometimes openly you have to tell them. You have to do this. Sometimes even you can talk about very very important stuff. What's happening in the schools? How you can behave like this. Same thing you can tell them. But anyway, it's up to you to decide how we can handle these things and
There is an individual case, not the common rule.
Yeah.
There is an individual case.
It depends on the individual cases, but anyway, we all should know that how we have to manage it and how we can give quality time for our kids and family. Now, the other thing is, ma'am, what you have to do is, you have to extend your family circle. Madam, one more thing I tell you. If it is our family, you have to extend this network to the next level and next level. Introduce your aunties for the kids. You just visit them, invite them, have a common, then only they love family. Otherwise they don't want. They need only the family or some friends and other network and Facebook and other things. You have to tell them. When they realize it, they will do that. Is the time okay, ma'am? Or any question?
Sir?
Yes, ma'am.
So most of the time people suffer from the mental health because of their any past experiences. Like sometimes if they have any bad experience related to work culture, or if they had a bad exam or bad experience in the school with the teachers or with their classmates, with their friends, or post marriage, so how do people should overcome those things? Because what do I have observed that men and women psychology works opposite way. Women get into the depth of the problem, they keep on asking what happened, how to do experience, whereas men talk about the other topics when you talk about the problems. So in such a situation, sometimes what happens is the opposite gender feels unwanted or unheard. Like, so that creates more problems. So how to deal with all those things?
Okay. According to my experience, what I tell you is you have to change your mindset. Like, then there was a, how many of you know Tamil? Now there was a song. Take it easy policy. That's what I used to say. Something happened, okay, why? This happened. You can't change. If you can resolve that issue, resolve it. If no, no point in worrying. Then we have to think what is next. Therefore, we have to change the mindset as professionals. Even we should educate the others, young generation, how they should fight against this, how they can think. That's why we say, even some people, they say that they are very, active children or hyperactive children. How to handle this? No. You can't say hyperactive children. There may be children hyperactive, but there are exercises where they can give, train them. The parents, they used to say that, okay, this man is not listening to me. He's learning here and there. Without telling, what you have to do? You have to ask the kid to sit with you and play with the kids. Then when your friends are, they have problem, you have to reach out. That's what I was telling you. You reach out others. Tell your problems discuss with your problem with your friends or non-people. Oh, don't worry about getting counseling support from other professionals. Then you can think, how you can change your mindset, how you can cope up with this. That's why now we are just, it's a brainstorming session where I tell you the importance of mental health and how you can reach out other society and other people. So you have to think about how you can cope up with it. Whenever they have problems, please discuss with others. If you don't have any good ones to discuss and advise you, please reach some counselors. They will be able to help you, and that is what we have to do. Now we think that I have a problem. I have some problem with my partner. If I tell this, there's a problem. If you think and keep on thinking that, you can't resolve the issue. If you don't know how to resolve it, reach somebody. Don't be afraid to reach others. Just go and tell how I can do this. Then they will advise you. Even when I was the director of student welfare, I set up a unit, counseling unit. Even without meeting the students, they call me, sir, I have this issue. I have a boyfriend. We had this problem. So engineers, like engineering people, then how to do that? Okay, then even I have communicated with them over the phone. Okay, I just tell them, okay, think about it. There are different approaches to do it. Okay. Then he called me tomorrow. Sir, I am a bit relaxed now because you spoke to me and told something. So this is the situation. Even within 4 or 5 calls, continuously every day, finally he called and said, sir, I have taken a decision, very good decision, I am happy. Otherwise he was telling that I am going to commit suicide otherwise. He was telling that. Even without knowing, without seeing that girl, I have advised her. She reached me. Similarly, you can reach many people. Counselors, your friends, family. Discuss with your sister. Discuss with your sister. Nothing to worry. Yes, ma'am. Is that okay, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much, sir, for your nice lecture. You have just shown a slide of risk factor and beneficiary factor comparison. Risk factor and beneficiary factor.
Yeah.
And in the beneficiary factor, you have mentioned good grades. So how good grades can improve the mental health?
Okay. Thing is, when you as a student, when they are not studying, when they have failed the subject, so they did not give the assignments and things like that, then get the bad grade, then it will increase their stress level. Then when the students get reasonably good marks, they are happy. Happy hormone is, inducing. Then it is the factor that, sometimes, even in classroom management as a teacher, we used to appreciate the people. Now, for an example, if you have a mixed class, okay, then there must be lower level students and high proficiency students. I asked very simple question. There is a technique now, yes, of course, you might know that. Very simple question, yes or no question. I asked from a very low level student. When he or she says that, yes, no, one word answer. They are happy that I have answered in the class and they are motivated, the way of motivation. If it is an intelligent student, then you can ask a bit difficult question. Why you are doing it that? To motivate them, you are giving some points. Whenever you give marks, okay, this time 60 plus, good. Sometimes they must be motivated. So you have to keep on motivating them to go on. That is the most important thing. There are so many ways to do that. So whenever they have bad experience, or sometimes whenever they teachers sometimes they keep on shouting, bosses. I think your chairman is a very nice gentleman, but otherwise some bosses you can't reach them out. They shout, get out. Why do you do this? Then the stress levels increases. Then what do? Then they don't like the institution, they don't like to come here. Then with all these things, sometimes there's a problem with the husband and kids. With that problem, whenever they think too much and they come here, the boss is shouting at you. Yes, why do you do this? Don't do that and this. Then the stress level increases. So it depends on the situation, but you should know how to manage that. Thank you. Anything else? Yes, ma'am.
So sometimes when we address our issues or if we are suffering from any health problem with someone, then instead of listening to us, sometimes people blame us only. Like if we had any experience with someone, then people instead of understanding us blame us that this was your fault or this was your issue. So how do we deal with those things? Because that's creates like adding fuel to the fire. Because already the person is already depressed, and on top of that, instead of understanding, people is blaming that person only.
There is a problem now. That is what I say. Reach good people, reach professional counselors. Then, if you don't have very good friends who can motivate you, who can advise you, but we can tell that a good counselor will tell good and bad. He or she should be a very good listener. Okay, but you've done this a little bit worrying. But anyway, they should advise you how you can overcome that. They can advise. Counselors, they can't take any decision. But that's why we say reach to a professional counselor, then they will help you. Or somebody who knows the subject, who can advise you, who can care you. Your mother or father or brother sometimes, hey, why did you do this? They may shout at you. That's a different story. Though they shout, don't worry, don't upset. Because they are telling everything for good, for your benefit. Okay, that's fine. How should I overcome this? Tell me your advice. If you can't tell my advice, then I will go and reach somebody else. So therefore, reach good people, those who can advise you. That's my personal advice. No more question. Thank you very much for your time. And I don't know whether I have done my job. Anyway, once again, thank you for the chairman.
Yes. You have done your job, that's why there were so many questions.
Thank you. And once again, let me thank Professor Pratibha Vishwas for coordinating. Anyway, you all welcome to Sri Lanka, and when you come to Sri Lanka, then I can, we can have some future programs as well. So, sir, thank you.
A big round of applause for the sir. Thank you very much, sir. So thank you very much for making it a very good interactive session, and I would also like to thank all the participants here for taking part in it in such a good manner and to make it such an open and interactive session. Thank you very much, sir, to make the topic so easy and to make the topic so easy just because the mental health is a very difficult topic, and to make it so in a clarity and to make it understand in a such a clarity manner, in such a easy manner, so that we all could have taken part. We all were easily be able to take part in the session. Thank you very much, sir. I would further request Dr. Pratibha Vishwas to come up on stage, to come up and to share a few words with us. Please, ma'am.
सेमिनार में
A big round of applause for the man, please.
So thank you, Professor Sameem, as well as all the participants, the persons who are present on and off the dais. And I find Professor Sameem actually is a very sincere person, as we all know, and he was asking me immediately about the feedback. And of course, as the moderator has told, I would definitely tell that he has made this session very meaningful and easy, because the term itself is very critical and difficult. So in conclusion, this meaningful session on mental health, stress and psychological counseling, let us remember that these are not merely the absence and terms. This is the presence of balance, resilience and compassion in our daily lives. In today's world, we need compassion, we need sympathy, more than sympathy, we need empathy, which I told in the first session when I was inaugurating the session. And of course, prioritizing the mental health is essential for individuals and communities alike, and it is our shared responsibility to break the stigma, as Professor Sameem has told, encourage open dialogue and create spaces where seeking help is seen as a sign of strength. And education, empathy and accessible psychological support must go hand in hand. We must have these type of sessions more often, so that we can have a very sound mental health, mental knowledge, and about, first of all, we should have a very good knowledge about all these terms. Otherwise, without these sessions, we won't be able to proceed, or we would succeed in the long run. So let us carry forward. In conclusion, I would like to say that this message that mental health, stress, and also psychological counseling, it matters every day in our homes, workplaces and institutions. By nurturing understanding, care and connection, we can truly promote a healthier and more human world for all. Thank you each and everyone. I would especially like to thank once again ICSI, Team EIRO, Chairman Sir, Regional Director Sir and Auditor and whole team on and off who are at the background also for preparing this, because as Sarah told, it has been very difficult to organize just right after the Puja, the Navaratri, the Dasera. So it's been a festival time, but I see that we see that the audience has been motivated by Professor Sameem's speech. And since ma'am was in the first seat, ma'am was asking something about mobile. Since I am also invited in some of the sessions, so I would like to say that I have been quietly motivated. Most of us has been motivated by Shah Rukh Khan's speeches, though who listen to them in a rightful manner. So Shah Rukh Khan once in his interview, he was very honest in his speeches. He told that when he goes to his residence, he switches off the mobile. And it is his wife who has made this rule. So ma'am, I would like to answer on behalf of Professor Sameem that we should do it at least for 2 hours. Okay, because right now we should take this lesson when he is doing this in an honest manner, listening to the family members, we should at least have this for 2 hours in a day. Thank you, each and everyone and one and all. Thank you. It's been a great session.
A big round of applause for the ma'am too. And I would like to thank you, ma'am. Thank you very, very much, ma'am, for the conclusory remarks and to make the session more friendly and to conclude it with more friendly words and to make the environment more friendly and jovial. Thank you very much, ma'am. I would further, now we'll move on to the Momento session. I would further request S.M. Gupta sir, who is a former chairman of ICSI ERC, to present Momento to our key panelist, Sir MAM Sameem. Sir, please come. I would also further request Principal Ma'am to accompany him. Please, ma'am. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I would further request Sir C.S. B.L. Bajoria, former chairman of ICSI EIRC, to present Momento to Ma'am Dr. Pranita Vishwas, principal of Jangipur College. Please come on dais, please. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I would further request C.S. Shanti Kumar Jain, a senior member of Institute, to present Momento to Shri Amit Kumar Dhali. Please come on dais. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I would request everyone to give a big round of applause to all of the three panelists and for the first technical session. Thank you very much, everyone. So, our second and third technical session will be after lunch. I would further like to mention that we have some token of love and appreciation for all the delegates and participants present here to wish you all a very happy Diwali. And after this, we have a lunch in cafeteria down floor, so we'll be meeting after that. Thank you everyone. Thank you.